I want to welcome everyone to this blended learning short course, the online version. I'm JP Bosman, and together with all my facilitators, we really look forward to engage with you as you also participate. Give your time, energy, and commitments to this important process of being a student, as it were, participate, see from yourself, for yourself, what it's all about, and at the same time, learn and apply the skills around blended learning in your own pedagogy and in your own courses. The blended learning short course started at the end of 2012 as part of the TDG, Teaching Development Grant Project, and it has been a wonderful catalyst for creating a bit of a deeper experience for lecturers at Stellenbosch University around the integration of ICTs in learning and teaching. Most of the courses were in a blended format, mostly face-to-face, but now we also have this fully online course, which is a wonderful addition and creates a bit more flexibility for those people who can't come to campus for 3 or 4 days and participate in this way. And so it's quite special, and that we hope that it will be just as good or maybe even better than the more traditional approach to this kind of workshop. Blended learning is very powerful, and later in the course we will go through the reasons for this. But just to talk you through the rationale of this course, on the slide or on the screen you can see the build-up of the different modules and basically where it ends. And you will see it's a concentric process. So right in the center we have the pedagogy and the LMS. That is module 1. That is the heart of the course. That's also why it's red, I guess. From there, in module 1, you will explore the most important skills. Those are the thinking skills around planning for your own curriculum. And it starts with pedagogy, not with the tools. And we are going to introduce you to a design process, and that is all in week 1. And then we're going to look specifically at the LMS, which is the word which stands for Learning Management System. And in our case of our university, it is SunLearn. So basically, everything you do from here on in, you will build and apply in your SunLearn course. Once we've established how to go about integrating technology in a meaningful way into your curriculum, we then move to rich content, which basically deals with things like podcasting and working a little bit with images, and how to meaningfully also integrate that into your courses. So we'll think pedagogically about why we use podcasts, but then we will also learn how to use podcasts using Camtasia Studio and making images using Snagit. From there we go wider and we look at emerging technologies. That would be a focus on mobile learning. You've heard about Twitter. You've used Facebook by signing up for the course group. And we also are going to look at some of the Google-based tools for collaborative writing, for getting student feedback, and that kind of thing. Very, very exciting. The last module 4 is about e-assessment, and here it tries to bring together all the tools that you've experienced in the learning management system, some rich content around bringing in multimedia and video in your assessments, as well as maybe using some of the emerging technology tools in e-assessment. So again, focusing on the principles of assessment and looking at how e-assessment differs or maybe not from other assessment, and basically then applying it to a formative and summative assessment into your own course. The last yellow band, and by the way, all these things are also color-coded on the SunLearn course, the last yellow band, I guess, is for the sun. Because in week 5 and 6, the last 2 weeks, you will be basically finalizing all your assignments and basically building something, your course in the SunLearn system on SunLearn. And for a final presentation, we are going to ask you to make a screencast using the skills that you've learned in the rich content module, to produce a screencast, a kind of a podcast or a video about the work that you've done in your own course, as well as you're going to share your reflections, your positive, negative, and interesting experiences around this course with participants, and that is also going to be assessed. By now, you have all visited our virtual classroom, which is on SunLearn, and this is the space where we'll do most of our learning and our engagement, communication, and also assessment. and we are making it and building it as simple as possible. And here also, it's very important to have a look at it, to engage on it with it on a meta level, to see also what designs did we choose, and to decide for yourself, is this something you are going to do, or maybe you can improve on that. So we're not saying this is perfect. We want you to be reflexive and also be critical, and also share your ideas of how it maybe can be improved. The one thing that's always important for learning is assessment. And they say assessment drives learning. And I think for you it won't be any different. So let's focus a bit on the assessments. Basically what we have is 6 things that you will do throughout these 6 weeks in this course. For each module, in other words, module 1 to 4, there will be a specific assignment. So per week, 1 assignment, it means 4 assignments, and you have to submit anything from a completed template in a Word document to a proposal that you're going to write, to a proposal for an assessment. You have to tweet, for example, and you have to make a podcast. Those would be some of the assignments. They are detailed in each of the modules. Please look at them carefully and make sure that you do upload each of these assignments. Then what you will do from the start is to be building a course on SunLearn. As I've said already, the LMS is still the heart of this process, and by looking at the skills, learning all these new skills yourself from these different modules, you're able to get ideas and basically start structuring and building your own LMS course. And this is what we'll be giving you advice on, feedback, etc. if you want to. So you're applying as you learn. Then the last thing that you will have to do, and you'll also get assessed on this, is your final presentation, which is a screencast that is a showcase basically of the work that you've done in your SunLearn course, as well as your reflection on the course. What did you learn? What did you struggle with? Positive, negative, interesting. That will probably be not more than 10 minutes, and a podcast and a video, which you will then share with all the participants, and we will give you feedback on that. The last word from me is that there's also an in-service learning opportunity. I haven't mentioned, but this is a certificate course. It's more or less 6 credits on NQF level 6, which means that it's about 60 hours of notional hours of work. And it's quite a lot, but maybe some of you will work quicker than others, some have more experience than others, but maybe that's a bit of a guideline. Around 10 hours per week will be more and ample enough to complete all the assignments and to really get the most out of this course. It is a time commitment, and we appreciate it, I must say. Once you've successfully completed this course, in other words, completed all the assignments, have been marked and passed, another opportunity then arises, which is the in-service learning training. Basically, after you've finalized the course, you get a chance to work for 20 hours further on your course or somebody else's course, or you can do training or whatever, support somebody else. And those 20 hours are then can then count towards a little fund that you may receive after that 20 hours. And the process will be explained later on, but basically you just have to submit a proposal with evidence and a report of the work that you have done, and monies will be paid into either your personal account or into your department's account, where you can use it to buy things, books, or do more blended learning support. Please, if there are any questions, you are free to ask them on the forum. You will see on the Marketplace Conversation Forum that I see blended learning or learning as a conversation. And I hope that we can start this conversation and also continue it. On the Facebook, you will see all the previous participants, and there are now almost 80 other lecturers that have been through this process. So we are a growing number of practitioners, and it's wonderful to share your experiences, and you can also ask them some advice. So please start in all earnest. Each module will open up on the Monday of the week that it starts. There will be typically readings, different activities, showcasing the tools of the learning management system, using online tools. We're going to use a lot of these podcasts or audio files, screencast, to make your life easier. All the best of luck. and see you online.